Hello, my fellow creators, and welcome to my YouTube channel. And welcome to day one of using the February 2026 All Clubs Crate from Spellbinders. So today I decided to use Botanical Bunny. This is the stencil of the month. And as I mentioned, I do gift bags instead of Easter baskets for my grandkids. So every year I do a gift bag that I decorate for them and make them their little personalized name tag to go on there. So because I was torn between using the stencil or the large die of the month, I'm going to start by using the stencil and see how quickly I can get it done and see if I actually like it. So let's give this a shot. Now, this Botanical Bunny is 5 layering stencils. So let me see what they look like. So your first stencil is all this greenery. Then this second one looks like it's the little vines on the leaves that kind of give you the shape of the bunny. And oh, and friends, I don't know if I mentioned, the stencils are etched with these 4 corner marks. They're guide so that you can line up if you're doing an A2 panel on there, and also the number of the stencil. So this is number 2 right there. Here's number 3. So some more detail on those leaves. Number 4, even more, has little like heart shapes on there. And then number 5 has more detail. So I had seen Nicole Spohr do this card with just one color for all, or one color family for all 5 stencils. And I thought that would be a neat idea because each of my grandkids, when I make them things, I kind of go with a color theme for each of them. So I think I'm going to do that for these. So I'll do this one with pinks. So let's get started with pinks. And I'm going to just kind of tape my stencil there. And I'm using my Distress Oxides today, kind of for that soft look, right? Which means since I'm doing just one color, I really only have to use one blending brush. Makes it a lot easier, right? So I'm trying to think. Let me show you the inks I've chosen. I already have them all laid out. So I have Spun Sugar, Kitsch Flamingo, Picked Raspberry, Tattered Rose, and Worn Lipstick. So when I'm looking, I'll bring in my packaging. I think I kind of want, maybe for this greenery, more of the middle shade. So, these are my 2 lighters, so let me get those out of the way. And I'll probably do, maybe I'll do Worn Lipstick and Tattered Rose. What do you think? Oh wait, I just need one color here. I'm going to do Worn Lipstick. See, sometimes I distract myself. So we'll start with that. Now, I'll be sure to link to Spellbinders, to the All Clubs Crate, to the stencil of the month in the description box, just in case. You know what? I should probably cover around the edges, but I'm being lazy, so I'm just going to try and be real careful not to go over the edge here. And just get my brush up to as close as I can without going over and getting it on the bag. Oh, that looks good there. So now I'm going to remove my tape here, lift up. Oh, look how pretty that is already. I have a feeling I'm going to love this. And it'll be so easy to do because it's just ink blending. Okay, then I need to line up. Now, since I'm not doing an A2 panel, gonna have to try and do a good job of lining up my stencil here. Okay guys, I think I kind of brought it close to me so I could see, because I craft sitting down usually, and so I'm looking kind of at this angle, so I have to change this to look more like where I can see it. Okay, so now let me clean off my brush to get that ink color off. So that was, the first one I used was warm lipstick. So I think I'm gonna use Picked Raspberry. Yeah, I'm gonna use Picked Raspberry next. Okay, here we go. And again, I'm just hoping I got it lined up right, because since I didn't, I should have like used a pencil. In fact, let me do that right now. Let me get a pencil and lightly mark around my corners. Hopefully I'll line this one up okay. So that placing my next stencil won't be so challenging for me. And that's a me thing. They're really easy to align, but I just always second guess myself. All right. Again, I didn't tape around to protect the outside edges, but I think I'll be okay. Okay, remove my tape again and remove that stencil. Ooh, I'm liking it. I am liking it. And I'm just setting my stencils aside. I will clean them when I am done with all my stenciling. So this is number 3. Okay, we'll go with that. And tape right there. I might, yeah, I was going to just leave one piece of tape, but knowing me, I'll move it. Okay, so that was Picked Raspberry. So now for this section, I think I'm going to do Kitsch Flamingo. So let me get some Kitsch Flamingo on here. And see, like I'll do one in purples, one in blues, some greens, some yellows. I do different colors for each of my grands. And they know what their colors are. Just by seeing what color the bag is, without even seeing the name tag on there, they know it's theirs. Oh, look how pretty that's coming along. Okay, so the next one is number 4. Let's get this lined up. And now I know when I do my next bags, I'll just add those little, lightly trace around the corners, so placing it will be easier. Okay, so that was Kitsch Flamingo. I think with this one, I'll do Spun Sugar. Actually, yeah, let's do Spun Sugar. Let me clean off my blending brush again. Okay, and we'll do some Spun Sugar here. And I'm not sure I'm gonna like the light pink here, so I might go over it with a darker pink. We'll see right now. I'll only lift it from one side without taking it off the other, but we'll see. So let's take a peek here from the bottom. Oh, that actually looks pretty good. I like it. I like it. So I'm going to leave that there. That's the, what was that? Spun Sugar. Then last stencil, number 5. Now, as you know, I'm giving away the extras that I ordered from Spellbinders. So I'm giving away a large die of the month and 2 regular die of the month sets. But to win those, you need to collect all the secret words. So for the details, go back to the intro video that I did, and I'll link it in the description box so you know what to do to enter. And along those lines, today's secret word is basket. B-A-S-K-E-T, basket. Okay, so I'm using tattered rose here. Again, not sure I'm gonna want it this light. So I'll lift it up from the bottom and take a peek before taking it completely off, just in case I want to go over with a darker color. Yeah, I think I'm going to go over it with a darker color. So let's go back in. Let's go in with some Kitsch Flamingo. Hopefully that'll do the trick for me anyway, to make it the way I like it. Not that my grandkids would care. They're not going to say, oh, Grandma, that color combination isn't very good. They're so excited just to get anything from me and their grandpa. Okay, let's take another peeky here. Oh yeah, that's better. Much better. Okay, so I'm going to take that off and put my blending brush aside and my inks aside. Let me get an eraser to erase those pencil marks. Now another thing I could do here, and I've done it before with stencils, where I grab one of the stencils and I use it to kind of outline. So for example, I could put this one back and get a fine marker and do an outline around those, but I really don't want to do that here. I love the way this is looking. What do you think? Love it. Alrighty friends, so here's what I'm gonna do then. I'm gonna make more of these for my grandbabies for their Easter bags and use different colors. Guys, let me know in the comments, what do you do for Easter, if in fact you celebrate Easter? Do you give your kids or grandkids anything? Do they get Easter baskets, chocolate bunny? What do they get? And don't forget to keep collecting those secret words. Thanks for sticking around to the end. I'd be thrilled if you subscribe to my YouTube channel or follow me on any of my other social media platforms. As always, have a beautiful, safe, and creative day. Thanks for watching. Bye.